What's up, guys? In this episode of That Bites, I'm going to be talking about the Apple keynote that just ended a couple of hours ago, and I will be doing a recap on the stuff that they talked about. So let's get started. So in this Apple keynote, actually pretty much nothing was a surprise. A lot of the rumors were pretty much spot on. Like the 5S, the 5C, even the names were right, and the colors, the 5C, I'll get to that later, but the 5C with the colors and everything. So the 5S was actually built the same as the 5, with the same design and everything. Nothing's changed with the way it's formed. But one of the differences in the color is actually one color, and that is gold. There was some speculation on that there might be a gold color as long with the black and white or ish colors. But there's now a gold color, not real gold, but a gold-like color. So that makes 3 colors. And one of the biggest upgrades, a fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner will detect your fingerprint for unlocking your device and making purchases through iTunes. So you still get the push button, home button. It's still push, but I'm actually showing this on an iPod 4G. It's still push, but there's going to be a circle around it. I'm actually think that square is not going to be there anymore. Kind of sad, but that's okay. But we now have a fingerprint scanner built in to the home button. So the iPhone 5S has an i7 chip processor, which is supposed to be faster, and it has 64-bit, which comes to par with a computer processor. That's going to be pretty good. The 5S on battery life has 10 hours on 3G talk time, 10 hours of internet on LTE services or Wi-Fi, 40 hours of music playing, and 250 hours of standby. The iPhone 5S has a redesigned camera, which now has a larger aperture and sensor, so it'll let more light in, which will make clearer pictures and more brighter pictures, and it'll also be better for nighttime pictures. It'll be a little bit more brighter, which will reduce that grainy effect that you would get in a nighttime shot. But it still has that disappointing 8-megapixel camera. And the price is the same as the iPhone 5. Now onto the iPhone 5C. The iPhone 5C is a cheaper model iPhone, which is made of plastic, and it'll cost you $99 for the 16GB model and $199 for the 32GB model on a 2-year contract. This phone is made of plastic, which means it'll come in 5 different colors: green, white, blue, red, and yellow. And actually cool because the wallpaper will correspond to what color phone that you have, so it'll kind of match up and it'll look really nice. It'll have a 4-inch Retina display and an A6 chip just like the iPhone 5 had. But the battery is actually bigger than the 5. I don't know which one will be better, buying a free iPhone 4S or buying a $99 iPhone 5C. So what are my thoughts on this? I think that the fingerprint scanner is an okay idea. I'm not hating on Apple just because I have a Samsung Galaxy S4 and I like Samsung and Android in general better. But I mean, it only works with unlocking your device and making purchases with iTunes, which I fully understand it's for security purposes. But there's not much you can do because of that for the fingerprint scanner. I mean, it's just to unlock your device and save remembering a password and maybe more secure. I mean, it's not that wow factor, you know what I mean? I think they should have just left the fingerprint scanner out and went with NFC instead, because NFC is like the thing of the future, and I keep saying that, and I keep telling people that I really like NFC. And I think it's a great idea that it's coming to newer phones and it's going to be coming around. You'll see NFC chips and everything, just kind of like Bluetooth. The thing with the fingerprint scanner is, I know with some fingerprint scanners it'll work like half the time, and half the time it will work, half the time it won't. I hope that Apple I hope that Apple makes it work with it so that it doesn't work half the time and does not work half the time. So that it does work half the time and doesn't work half the time. I want to see it work every time. What do you guys think about this? Will you get the 5C or will you get the 5S? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, that wraps up my video. If you liked it, make sure you like this video down below. Helps me out a lot. And for more technology videos, make sure you subscribe. It helps me out a lot too. I make technology videos as much as I can, and on Speedline Tech I actually make rumor roundup videos, and actually made a rumor roundup video on the 5S. So, and tell me how I did in the comments down below. Goodbye.